So happy. Come,
Please
come,
come.
please come.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Come, have a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Sravan,
Sir.
commercial taxes.
Yes, sir. I'm serving as Assistant Commissioner in Commercial.
Nalgonda. Where are you nowadays?
Present time in Nalgonda.
Nalgonda.
Sir.
That's wonderful. And I noticed that you also play chess.
Sir.
Good.
Sir, I'll play chess as a relief booster when I was in.
As a
relief booster.
Relief. Up to what level have you reached in chess? I mean, did you play any competitive chess anytime?
Sir, professional competition chess I did not play, but in my university I played as a interdepartmental competition.
Okay.
But now I'm playing in online chess like lichess.org, where my ELO rating is somewhere like 1250.
What is that?
ELO rating.
The website that you were talking about?
lichess.org.
How do you spell that?
lichess.org.
Lichess, L-I.
Yes.
What does L-I mean?
Sir, exact meaning.
Okay. That's fine. But I always have this curiosity in my mind. 50% of our grandmasters come only from one state. Which is that?
Sir, Tamil Nadu.
Why so?
Sir, there are some of the reasons for that. One is the role model by Vishwanath Anand, as well as his academy, which is inspiring the people to come. Okay. Secondly, the culture which has been a part of South Indian especially, including Tamil Nadu, since historical times of playing chess. And thirdly, sir, the support from the state government in the form of encouraging interstate as well as international tournaments. For example, Olympic chess was happened in Tamil Nadu.
And that's only one?
Sir.
In the whole country?
In the whole country. So these were the three reasons. I believe the reason for maximum grandmaster from Tamil Nadu.
But you said South India, but I think other than Tamil Nadu, there's no other state which is really producing such great numbers.
Sir,
how many grandmasters we have in the Telugu states? Do we have?
Yes, sir. Telugu states has a couple of grandmasters.
How many?
So exact number I am not aware about.
Okay. Who are they? At least the numbers that you know.
Sir, one is Arjun Erigesi, who is from Andhra Pradesh.
Varangal.
Varangal, sorry, sir. Varangal. I can recollect one name from.
That's the recent one.
Hampi?
Koneri Hampi, yes, sir. Koneri Hampi, she was the world traffic system.
How is that? Girls seem to do better than when it comes to women seem to be doing better than men when it comes to chess. Why so? Is there something?
Sir, that's a positive step, especially for a nation like
No,
India.
I'm not asking for a judgment. I'm asking you to tell me why. There must be a reason.
Sir, because of biological aspects too, their concentration levels, focusing on the thing what they are doing. So that is crucially helping in chess too, sir.
Is that your opinion, or is there any study for that?
Sir, I believe biological factors. As an anthropology student, the biological aspects between men and female, where the concentration levels as well as focusing levels of women is more compared with the men. So, which is a study from physical anthropology. So, based on that, I connect it with respect to chess too, sir.
Is it true? Are there any studies?
Sir, exact the research study I don't know, but as a part of anthropology, when we are studying about the differences in biological, especially the genetic terms, I come across such type of statements.
What statement was that? I want to understand that.
The evolution of human in terms of men as well as female, certain genes which favored women because of socio-cultural aspects, where they are more focused towards working on concentration levels. So that is one of the possible aspects.
Hold you to that. Secondly, I also wanted to ask you, since you are a student of anthropology and then you are saying it, did you hear this expression, this word, Keeladi?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware.
Never heard about it. Okay. Rakhi Gadi?
Rakhi Gadi, yes, sir.
What exactly was discovered in Rakhi Gadi?
Sir, exact discovery, I am not aware about it.
But broadly, whatever do you know about Rakhi Gadi? I would like to hear.
Sir, Rakhi Gadi, which is located in Haryana, is the largest Harappan site, which was discovered recently. Sir, it has some of the core features which is common with respect to Harappa and as well as Mesopotamia. As Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, where the drainage system as well as the multi-storied buildings, as well as standard engineering structures like bricks and proper drainage facilities, which connected them to the Harappan civilization.
Oh, what about the skeletons?
The skeletons, I am not aware about exactly.
But I thought that was the most significant part of archaeology. So,
Thank you, sir. I'll update it.
okay. Fine.
So, Mr. Sravan Kumar,
Yes, sir.
your optional subject is anthropology.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, from anthropological point of view, how this Indian knowledge system are very important in the present context. Nowadays, government of India is focusing on imparting knowledge related to IKS, Indian knowledge systems. Why it's so important?
Sir, Indian knowledge system, which is important for various aspects. So, for instance, when we are studying about the tribals, their medical knowledge in the form of traditional knowledge digital library, which is promoting. So, we can use that particular medical knowledge in order to develop our Ayurvedic system, which is proven well effective for many of the diseases. This is one thing from the medical point of view. So, from studying the human as well as the historical aspects like Harappan evolution, where the advanced features which we are still following in the form of proper drainage system and multi-storied buildings. So, from the point of other historical aspects, that from Telangana especially, if you take the Kakatiyan Empire as well as their social conditions, their focus on public irrigation projects, which is very much included in the present Telangana state in the form of Mission Kakatiya for rejuvenation of minor irrigation projects. So this is how the knowledge system of traditional will help towards making the sustainable development as well as utilizing such knowledge for socio-economic development of a nation.
Okay, fine. Recently, Government of India has introduced a new bill, that is VBG Ramji bill, right?
Sir.
In place of MGNREGS.
Sir.
So, in what way VBG Ramji bill is different from MGNREGS?
Sir, Vikshit Bharat guarantee for Rojgar and Ajivika Mission Gramin is replacing Manrega 2005. So some of the key differences between the two is, so in Manrega the guaranteed working days was increased from 100 to 125 days. So this is one of the change. And second, sir, the responsibility of the state was increased, especially in terms of financial contribution. So in Manrega it is supposed to be 90:10, where central and states are been contributing. Now it has been made to 60:40 ratio.
Do you think that this scheme is being implemented effectively?
Sir, I believe
because there is a lot of criticism against this MGNREGS program, which has been implemented almost for 2 decades.
Sir, the implementation of VBG
because now we are spending more than 1 lakh crores. But do you think that this scheme has contributed for the creation of durable assets or rural infrastructure in the villages? So every year spending 1 lakh crores. What do you feel?
Sir, since implementation of MGNREGA, this particular scheme was praised by World Bank too, in terms of creating employment opportunity as well as creating infrastructure in rural areas. So, however, sir, certain challenges which was existed in Manrega as the time passes through. So, the government decided to upgrade the existing scheme and make the ideals of the future of India, like Vikshit Bharat 2040. So, on that basis, the government was introduced many structural reforms within the Manrega by taking into consideration of.
So, suppose if you become an administrator, what kind of initiatives you would suggest to implement this program much effectively?
So, firstly, I'll focus on structural reforms in the form of making accountable of states as well as central government. Secondly, sir, I will strengthen the Gram Panchayats as well as Gram Sabhas, so that it is ultimately they are supposed to implement it effectively, so that awareness about the scheme to the people will make them accountable by themselves, so that decentralized governance will be encouraged. And thirdly, sir, the conditional and timely implementation of release of funds for implementation of such projects, so that misutilization of funds will be reduced. These were the three initiatives I will propose.
Yeah, recently, government of Telangana has organized Telangana Rising Global Summit.
Sir,
Do you think that this summit would help for the rapid industrialization in Telangana state?
sir, I believe such summits will have a global impact and attraction towards Telangana and per se India. So when the global investors seeing towards India through such type of events, so there is a possibility of knowing the policies of the state as well as central government, such that the people will willing to invest in India. As a result, it will progress towards industrialization.
Yeah. Then, in spite of several constitutional safeguards and legislative protections provided for tribal communities in India, and also in spite of implementation of various welfare programs for the benefit of tribes, still there is a lot of unrest among tribal communities. Still they have a feeling, because many studies shows that many tribal communities in India feel that they are deprived of certain legitimate rights, and they have a feeling that development benefits have not reached to them. Still they are excluded from the mainstream social life. So as a student of anthropology, what is your opinion on this? Then how to address the issue of tribal unrest?
So certainly the tribal which are facing issues is a fact which was provided by Ministry of Tribal Affairs too, sir. Where, for instance, the displacement as well as forcible rehabilitation projects, uh, almost 46% of impacts is on the tribal people. So I believe the reason behind it because of their illiteracy as well as last mile connectivity program is been less effectively implementing in India. And thirdly, sir, with respect to the mother tongue based education is missing. As a result, the tribals are not willing to come to the mainstream society. So, for making them uh, upliftment and empowerment as well as ensuring the inclusive development, the first thing which was also supported by various committees, first we have to ensure their mother tongue based education such that we can gradually empower them through their own ways by including the cultural aspects too. And secondly, sir, we should have to effectively implement the schemes like LARR Act 2013, where land for land composition is missing. So that should be given such that the tribals will be utilized the other land where they have been compensated for their livelihood purposes instead of giving monetary bail. So they are not using it effectively. And
Okay. One last question. Nowadays, one tribe, namely Kolam tribe,
sir,
right, which is in news. Two tribes are in news. One is Kolam tribe, other one Siddhi tribe.
sir,
These two tribes are considered as PVTG, particularly vulnerable tribal groups, right?
sir.
So why these two tribes are in news nowadays? Do you have any idea?
Sorry, sir. Regarding the news, I'm not aware
Do
about
you
it.
know Kolam tribe,
Yes, sir. Kolam tribe, one of the PVTGs from Telangana,
Telangana?
sir.
So they are only in Telangana, or they are also there in other states?
Sir, I read them as a part of Telangana, but other states I'm not aware about.
Then what is the significance of this Kolam tribe?
Sorry, sir. I have to update that.
Thank you.
Sravan,
Sir.
you pursued your BTech in the subject Digital Techniques for Design and Planning,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
How this is different from other streams of engineering?
So, Digital Techniques for Design and Plan is a comprehensive program which consists of 4 different branches. So, for example, GIS, Multimedia, Architectural Engineering, as well as Computer Science, like IT. So, this is how it's a comprehensive program which is different from the mainstream.
Okay. The government of India recently introduced AI integrated digital public infrastructure. Have you heard about it?
Yes, sir.
Can you say what is that?
Sir, it is based on the utilization of artificial intelligence for the purpose of promoting as well as protecting the digital public infrastructures, such as telecom sector, such as like UPI systems, which is been aspiring for digital economy, as well as Viksit Bharat growth.
Okay. Which country, say for example, I take this specifically China.
Sir.
China is far ahead in the digital technology supremacy
Sir.
vis-a-vis India. China is a dictatorial country, India is a democratic country.
Sir.
Is the polity has something to do with the progress in the digital technology?
So, from comparison with China versus India, the growth of China because of digital supremacy is because of their head start.
Because of
Head start, which they
head start.
Sir, which they started in 1980s.
No, that head start is because of the dictatorial political system. That's my view. Do you agree? So India should go for not democracy but replace with a dictatorial system.
So certainly with respect to China, I agree to an extent that their dictatorialship was worked for their development. But for India's point of view, whether we have to adopt such system, I say not appropriate for a nation like India, where we are been lying on the ideals of our fundamental rights.
Okay. You mentioned that the China had a head start in the early 80s.
Sir.
Right? What prevented India to have the same head start? We have manpower, we have resources, except dictatorship. So I say dictatorship shaped the progress, the digital progress of country like China. What is your view on this? Whereas in India, democracy is the bane.
Sir, with respect to India...
Do you agree with me? With my view?
Sir, sorry sir, certainly not.
Oh, okay. You don't agree.
With respect to India, the democracy is a bane. I do not agree with that.
Okay, the first one, the China progressed because of the dictatorship. Do you agree with my opinion?
Sorry, sir, I am not agree with that too.
Oh, really? You don't agree? Okay, justify your stand.
Sir, apart from the dictatorship in China, it has some other advantages which made it to go for digital supremacy. For instance, the US-China relation by that time. So where they attracted the technology from US. Secondly, sir, their vision towards developing the infrastructure as well as manufacturing was far stepped during the time of 1980s. So that's the second reason, sir. And thirdly, sir, with respect to
okay, I take your cue. Okay, US is also a democratic country.
Sir.
Why a democratic country preferred China, which is a dictatorial society, and ignoring India, which is a democratic country? Don't you see paradox there?
Sir, that is because of geopolitical relations during that time, because of US-USSR issue, which made them to attract towards China, because India is a close partner.
So, like democracy, dictatorship doesn't matter when it comes to America, right? That is what you view, your view.
Sir, their policy of national security comes in, so they will focus on their interest first. As a state, they focused on that thing by that time.
Okay.
So your full name?
Sravan Kumar.
Sravan Kumar.
Sir.
So I see it's a very interesting subject for me, commercial taxes.
Sir.
So what do you know about commercial taxes and what kind of benefits GST has brought in over commercial taxes for a state of Telangana?
Sir, Commercial Taxes Department in Telangana is contributing 60% of state-owned tax revenue. So as a part of this, it has multiple works as well as powers to levy the taxation to collect for the state exchequer. So one among them is the GST collection post implementation of 2017. Secondly, sir, we have the power to levy the professional tax, and apart from this, we will also take up certain cases which was existed during the period of VAT as well as sales tax. So based on these powers, commercial taxes has been working towards contributing the backbone of state economy.
No, my question is little specific. How the commercial taxes helped compared to GST?
Sorry,
Which
sir.
is better? Commercial taxes was better or GST was better?
Sir, it's based on the progress of a nation. So post implementation of GST, it reduces the complexity of tax compliances as well as increasing the efficiency of commercial taxes department by focusing on one nation, one state, one tax system. So such that the compliance system as well as complex nature of commercial tax department is reduced post implementation of GST.
In commercial taxes, there is only one form to be filed, wherein GST every month you need to file a form.
Yes, sir, but it made a very compliance friendly with the help of GST and network as well as technological tools. Where before compliance system is manual and which is complex. As a result, it created some burdensome work with respect to the commercial taxes.
I beg to differ with you. Telangana is a state where they have implemented a beautiful infrastructure model with respect to commercial taxes. Actually, when GST was introduced, it has impacted Telangana. I beg to differ. What do you say?
Sir, I believe the post implementation of GST, it has furthermore reduced the complex thing towards working commercial taxes, such that increasing the tax
How
base.
compliance? What is that compliance you are saying that has reduced?
So because of simplifying the technological tools by giving the GSTR number with the help of technology, GSTN network, as a result, it created a free way of filing the returns in monthly, quarterly, as well as annually. Apart from this, sir, the technological advancement which is in tally with the GSTN network is the tally solutions, which is creating a very easy way of complying to the taxpayers, such that the GST system, which benefited both the taxpayer as well as the department too.
Agreed on the technological point of view. What is the real advantage business wants? I am a businessman, Sravan.
Sir.
I am not bothered about what chartered accountant does or company secretary does. I am bothered about how my business performs. So in that angle, tell me the advantage of GST.
So the heart of GST is input tax credit. So before that, input tax credit was not there. So with the aim of reducing the cascading effect, ITC was introduced post GST. So that is helping many taxpayers towards reducing their double taxation or cascading effect on the final product, such that it is increasing their profit share too. And secondly, sir, with the post implementation of GST and certain norms like registration system of 20 lakhs and above in Telangana state, furtherly increase the tax base, so that formalization of economy is also been promoted. So which was missing, I think, before GST, sir. On this point of view, I am saying that GST was helped commercial tax department as well as business payers, that is taxpayers.
I am a businessman based out of Telangana.
Sir.
I want to do business with a person sitting in Delhi.
Sir.
How my GST has helped me?
So with respect to the businessman from Telangana?
I'm saying that. Yeah, how the GST has helped as a businessman sitting in Telangana if I want to do business with a person sitting in Delhi.
Sir, even doing the business with respect to out of states, there is an applicability of ICT in the form of IGST implementation. Before that, the ITC was not applicable in VAT system for interstate goods. So in this point of view, he is, despite of sitting at any location, he can able to claim his ITC based on invoices as well as supply of goods, such that he's claiming the ITC such that focusing on his business rather than on tax payments.
Good. What is your village is near a wildlife sanctuary?
So my district has wildlife sanctuary. My village has somewhere like 35 kilometers distance.
So what is this wildlife sanctuary about?
So Pocharam Wildlife Sanctuary,
Uh,
which is located in my district, Medak.
okay.
So, which was one of the wildlife sanctuary recognized by Telangana, recognized by national government 1952. So it was constructed beside the Pocharam Lake, and which is the host for various flora and fauna, like four antelope as well as black buck deer. So this is how it is attracting the people as well as promoting the biodiversity tourism.
Okay. So whether this has improved, this Wildlife Protection Act 1972 has improved this your wildlife sanctuary?
Yes, sir. Wildlife Protection Act 1972 has a key features towards protecting.
No, I don't want features. How it has improved?
So by declaring the conservation of that particular site, so that minimal activity of hazardous things like mining has been banned, and secondly, sir, conservation of certain species which are as per the IUCN category listed under the WPA 1972 Schedule 1 and Schedule 6, such that it is conserving as well as promoting the biodiversity.
You, as a administrator,
Sir.
what is your take on, in Telangana, the land records are still, compared to other states, are not so properly maintained. This is my view. As an administrator, how you are going to rectify this issue in the state of Telangana?
So that was an issue 10 years ago. But after formation of Telangana, where promotion of digital tools for the process of proper digital maintenance, like recent Bharati scheme. So effective implementation of such type of things will ensure the digital land record management, so that manual as well as complex nature of land titling can be reduced. So I will promote and the implementation of such schemes and utilization of AI for understanding the historical titling transactions, for making the land titling issue very minimal.
Okay. And you have got a scholarship under Rajiv Gandhi Civil Services Hastam scheme.
Yes, sir.
Who is the implementer for this? Who is the brain behind this?
Sir, I believe it is the managing director of Singareni Calories Company Limited, Balram Naik, sir.
Okay. Good. So,
So hello, Mr. Sravan.
Hello, ma'am.
So you've been serving in taxes department, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
it's been just few months.
3 months.
3 months. Okay. So you also have been a very good chess player.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me what are these cognitive skills that are important to play for a chess player?
So one thing is focusing on the game despite of other constraints. Secondly, ma'am, the ability towards strategic planning, at least 5 or 6 steps ahead, we have to think in all possible dimensions. Thirdly, ma'am, focusing on our mental aspects, that is increasing our concentration skills. So, and fourthly, ma'am, based on different formats of chess, a person should have habit to sit for a long. For instance, the classical chess game might end up 3 to 4 hours. So without having any break or any diversion, we have to have that ability to focus on.
I don't know whether you got enough ample time to apply any of these skills in your at the workplace right now, but if you were to apply these, what kind of situations you would foresee as an administrator? Where do you apply these? You talked about concentration, you talked about strategizing, thinking ahead, right? So as you are an administrator, so what could be the scenarios where you can apply these strategies?
Yes.
Can you give me any hypothetical situation?
Ma'am, the strategic planning as well as thinking. As an administrator, I'll utilize in my department, especially with respect to raising of tax orders. So I'll focus on what is the consequences while issuing such orders. So I'll think in all possible dimensions whether I was being in a position that I cannot able to prove in legal point of view. First, I'll analyze that after making all the necessary documents which is supported before the court of law. So based on all these things, I'll go ahead such that it may not have a maximum barrier in my continuation of raising such orders. So I'll use this strategic thinking and planning in my taxation department.
Okay. You also mentioned about concentration in women is seem to be higher from your physical anthropology.
Yes, ma'am.
So you also claim that you seem to have, means you're a chess player and it's important cognitive skill. So do you think you have like better concentration than any other woman?
Ma'am, I don't judge in that aspect because it's about an individual trait that can be developed over a period of time.
Then
So-
how did you develop that?
Ma'am, I believe it is something which became as a part of my upbringing because of my socialization process.
Okay.
My parents taught me, as well as a part of playing the chess, because my father used to be the good chess player.
Okay.
So when I'm playing with him, it is gradually developed of focusing on what I'm doing.
So chess became an activity where family got together and that's how you worked on your concentration.
Yes, ma'am.
You put it that way.
Yeah, my father, while playing the chess, it furtherly strengthened my concentration skills, apart from other activities too.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.